If you're watching this, just know, some dates don't end when you walk away. Some follow you home. Some never really happened at all, and yet, you still live with the consequences. I still don't understand what happened that night. And honestly, I don't think I ever will. It started with a simple match on a dating app. Her name was Angela. She had long, dark hair, piercing green eyes, and a way of texting that made me feel like I had known her forever. It wasn't just small talk, she really seemed to understand me, like she knew what I was thinking before I even said it. We finally agreed to meet. She chose the place, a small, old-fashioned restaurant just outside of town. When I arrived, something about it felt off. It was way too quiet. Only two other people were there, an old man sitting alone in the corner, staring at me, and a nervous-looking waiter who barely made eye contact. Then Angela walked in. She looked even more stunning in person. But when I looked into her eyes, something felt wrong. It wasn't excitement or nerves. It was sadness. A deep, hollow sadness that I couldn't explain. Still, we talked. We laughed. Everything felt almost perfect. Until I went to the restroom. I was gone for maybe 2 minutes. But when I came back, she was gone. Her chair was empty. Her glass of wine? Gone. It was like she had never been there at all. I asked the waiter where she went. His hands trembled as he set down a tray. "Sir, you came in alone." I felt my stomach drop. What? No, that's impossible. We were just sitting right here. But when I pulled out my phone to check our messages, my heart stopped. They were gone. No match. No texts. No photos. No proof that Angela had ever existed. Then, the old man in the corner spoke. His voice was raspy, tired. "This isn't the first time," he said. "It won't be the last." I left without another word, but later that night, something made me look up the restaurant. And that's when I saw it. The place had been closed for 5 years. One of the last recorded incidents? A woman named Angela had gone missing on a date. And the picture they posted of her? It was the same woman I had dinner with that night. I met Olivia through a mutual friend. She was quiet, soft-spoken, and had this unsettling way of holding eye contact for too long. But I convinced myself I was overthinking it. We met at a quiet cafe. At first, things seemed fine. But then, little things started making me uneasy. She never ate. She barely blinked. And when I asked what she did for work, she hesitated for way too long before saying, "I don't work anymore." It wasn't what she said. It was how she said it, like she was remembering something she wasn't supposed to. At the end of the night, as we said our goodbyes, she leaned in close, too close, and whispered, "I had a great time. I'll see you soon." Something about the way she said it sent chills down my spine. I got home feeling uneasy. The air in my apartment was heavy, like someone had been there while I was gone. I checked the locks. The windows. Everything was shut. Then my phone buzzed. A message. From Olivia. "I'm here." I froze. Slowly, I turned towards my bedroom. The closet door was slightly open. I knew I had closed it before I left. My hands trembled as I stepped forward and yanked it open. Nothing. Relieved, I exhaled. But then, something moved. Under my bed. My heart stopped. I crouched down, inch by inch, peering into the darkness beneath. And that's when I saw it. Eyes. Watching me. I bolted out of the apartment and called the police. When they arrived, they found nothing. No signs of forced entry. No trace of anyone ever being inside. Except for one thing. A note. Left on my pillow. "You should lock your windows. See you soon." I moved the next day. But even now, some nights, I wake up feeling like someone is in my room, watching me. This happened 3 months ago, and I still can't explain it. I matched with a girl named Lisa on a dating app. She was perfect, funny, smart, beautiful. We messaged for weeks, and when we finally decided to meet, I was genuinely excited. She picked a small diner, quiet, cozy, kind of old school. Everything was going great. But then Lisa's phone rang. She looked at the screen, frowned, and excused herself. "I'll be right back." She stepped outside. 5 minutes passed. Then 10. Then 20. I went outside to check on her. But she was gone. I looked up and down the street. No sign of her. Confused, I went back inside. But when I reached our table, her purse was gone. The waiter walked up, looking concerned. "Sir, are you okay?" I told him what happened. His face went pale. "Sir, the last person who sat at this table was a man, just like you. He was waiting for someone named Lisa, too. But that was over a year ago." I felt dizzy. I muttered something about needing to leave, threw some cash on the table, and rushed outside. But as I reached my car, my phone vibrated. Unknown number. I had a great time. Let's do it again, forever. I never use dating apps again. Dating is supposed to be fun, exciting, a chance to meet someone new. But sometimes you meet the wrong person. Sometimes you meet something else. Have you ever had a date go horribly wrong? Let me know in the comments. But be careful, because not all dates end when you think they do.